The 2025 World Youth Retreat took place from January 13th through the 17th at the Deokpyeong Rutc in Groups 1 and 2. The January Remnant Day will take place at the Japan Christ Mission Church. The 2025 Top Remnant Kids Audition and Top Remnant Praise Competition has begun.
Hello and welcome to the RUTC News. The 2025 World Youth Retreat took place from the 13th to the 17th at the Deokpyeong Rutc in two groups, Group 1 and 2.
Despite the sub-zero temperatures, the retreat was a real scorcher with the theme Foundations for Eternity. The president of the World Evangelization Board, Reverend Yu Gwang-soo, gave 3 lectures. In Lecture 1, he relayed that the picture must be drawn to be the person God desires. For the remnants who have been called to be the main figures for the 3 courtyards, 3-day weekend age, and holy meditation age. With this picture, raise God's partisan, and if you do the 3 concentrations within this, the 3 settings will take place and 3 answers will follow. At this time, 300% will be prepared for the remnants and will become the spiritual presidents who restore the economy of light. In Lecture 2, after a remnant is successful, the evangelism and missions they must do will be shown. And this is the picture of heading into young adulthood. Also, 3 concentrations revives the brain, connecting to the 3 settings, 3 answers, and the eternal background. And from this, the field 300% results to become the spiritual billionaire to do world missions. Also in Lecture 3, he relayed that even if you pray a little bit, the remnant's final picture of what to do for the rest of your life will result. He also proclaimed that at this time, if you take a hold of this and do the 3 concentrations, the 3 settings will take place, and possessing the 3 answers to prepare for the remnant economy, 300% specialization, sense of field, and the sense of the future to be a witness. After receiving the word, there was a time of praying beyond the self for the field, age, and nation. There was also a choir competition of remnants uniting through weekly messages of the Youth Evangelism Institute, the basis for the remnant evangelism movement. It was a time of confirming the remnants of each region standing as spiritual watchmen of the region. Also, there was a special lecture by remnant upperclassmen who are walking ahead, and the top remnant youth competition. Like David's confession of God being with him, the honest confessions of the remnant stage reverberated throughout.
The January Remnant Day will take place on the 25th at the Christ Mission Church in Saitama, Japan.
The first Remnant Day of 2025 will take place in Japan at the Christ Mission Church. All aspects of the service will take place in Japanese. Please pray that the first Remnant Day of 237 5000 tribe age of 2025 will be the most accurate time of preparing the 3 courtyards.
The 2025 Top Remnant Kids Audition to express God's grace in body worship and song, as well as the Top Remnant Praise Competition, which has the Remnant's Confession, has begun.
The Top Remnant Praise Competition, where all those in the evangelism movement can express through lyrics and music the grace and covenant God has given, is taking place since January 6th. The competition runs until March 8th and can be applied through email with a recording file of the lyrics and voice attached. Detailed info is available at WEEA. The prayer, praise, and body worship banquet of remnants who will rise as the partisan of light. The 2025 Top Remnant Kids Audition will begin in February with the Yeongnam region. Taking place after Core at the Core location, the auditions will tour the nation. Auditions are open to elementary school students. Entry for vocal body worship must be able to participate fully from practice, praise camp, recording, and training camp to enter. Extra points are given for TCK remnants. Applications are taken in advance through email by February 1st. Auditions will start February 8th at the Yeongnam region, 15th for overseas, 22nd centered on the Honam region, March 1st the Jungbu region, 15th Metro region, April 5th for the Jeju region remnants. Overseas entries participate through video audition. Detailed info can be found at WEEA. The Top Remnant Praise Competition, where all those in the evangelism movement can express through lyrics and music the grace and covenant God has given, is taking place since January 6th. The competition runs until March 8th and can be applied through email with a recording file of the lyrics and voice attached. Detailed info is available at WEEA. Last week's Saturday Core took place at the Osan Multi-Ethnic Church centered on the RTS Alumni Steering Committee.
이제는 전 세계 인재를 RU 혹은 RTS 제자로 또 RTS에 인재들을 불러들여서 기본적인 전도하는 전도 신학은 가르칠 필요 있다. RTS 제자의 사명입니다. 각 교회마다 이 단민족 살릴 수 있는 모델을 만들어요. 흩어진 자는 RTS가 세계를 살릴 수 있는 조직입니다.
Reverend Yu relayed the message titled The Business Person Who Raised the Evangelist, the World's Gifted and Talented into RTS Disciples, the Mission of the RTS Disciples, and RTS World Organization. The first 237 two-stage disciple training after the New Year's message of the restoration of the Temple of Light, economy of light, and true revival was proclaimed will take place on January 21st at the Deokpyeong RUTC. On-site registration confirmation begins at Building E, second floor at 8 a.m. Praise begins at 10:10 a.m. Lecture 1 is given at 10:30 a.m. Lectures 2 and 3 at 2 p.m. May it be a training of disciples who are led from Caesarea Philippi to Rome. Opening with the theme, Start of the Eternal Things, the World's Teachers Retreat for the teachers who will proclaim the gospel to the remnants in the field and take responsibility over the spiritual atmosphere as the Bardian of Light will take place January 22nd at the Deokpyeong RUTC. On-site registration confirmation begins at Building E, first floor at 8:30 a.m. Lecture 1 will be proclaimed at 10:30 a.m. and Lecture 2 at 2 p.m.
죽어가는 대학 현장에 필요한 생명의 복음.
내게 있는 생명, 내게 있는 복음.
나를, 너를, 우리를 대학에 보내신 하나님의 뜻.
나를 위해 준비된 이만대학 복음화. 나를 위해 준비된 생명의 현장.
나를, 너를, 우리를 살릴 마지막 기회. 세계대학 수련회.
February 3rd through the 5th with the theme Start with the Secret Things of God. The World College Retreat will take place at the Deokpyeong RUTC. Registrations are open at WEEA until January 27th. The 2025 New Year's Message Booklet with the word concerning the Three Courtyards, 3-Day Weekend Age, and Age of Holy Meditation, Restoration of the Temple of Light, Economy of Light, and True Revival has been published. Memo sections were added for disciples who follow the word to record their lives. You can purchase in person at conference locations or order online through the Life Publishing website. This week's offering news. Disciples across the nation and the world continue to give their offerings to the 237 Center at RUTC, including the 237 offering from the Chindo Remnant Church. This week's announcements. We are recruiting staff for the World Children's Retreat. There will be a culture festival at the World Children's Retreat.
As the spiritual presidents who restore the economy of light, as the spiritual billionaires who will do world missions, God has called us to be the ones who have the 300% remnant economy which God has prepared. May you be the ones who answer his call. This concludes the news. Thank you.